In today's video, I'm going to share some Facebook Live tips and cover 5 common Facebook Live problems people have and how to handle them. Stay tuned. Hi, I'm Sarah Nguyen, and on this channel I make tech and social media easier for awesome entrepreneurs like yourself. If you're new to this channel, consider subscribing for all of the latest product reviews, social media marketing tips and training. And at any time during this video, check out the description for links to all of the resources mentioned in this video. Facebook Live is an easy way to start creating video content and building a connection with your audience. I'm going to talk about 5 problems people have when they start doing Facebook live streams and strategies for overcoming these problems. Tech fails. One of the scary things about Facebook Live for many people is the technology side of it. This includes learning about what equipment, microphones, lighting and cameras to get, and then how to use their technology and go live. People become overwhelmed with all of the moving pieces. What also frightens them is the uncertainty of what can go wrong when they live stream. What if the internet drops out? What if my microphone doesn't work? What if I can't get my camera to work? What if I can't get the software to work? The reality is that tech fails happen. It's a common problem, and most people encounter issues with some part of the technology behind a live stream. Overcoming tech fails is all about expectation. There's a high chance that something will go wrong during one of your live streams. It happens to everyone. You can preempt the problems by doing practice runs to a test page or group and making sure that everything works to the best of your knowledge and ability before you go live to your audience. The trick is in knowing that it's inevitable. And if you know there's a possibility, you don't have to be afraid when it does happen. So when the internet drops out and interrupts your live stream, you can calmly resume your broadcast once it starts again. Or you can start a new broadcast. The show must go on. You don't believe it will work. Lots of people carry our core belief that it's essentially impossible to show up on social media, whether it's Facebook Live, Pinterest, or YouTube, and have it work for your business. And while social media is not a silver bullet that fixes all of your business problems, it only works if you have the right mindset from the beginning. The mindset that it will actually help you to build a connection and engage with an audience. You have to go live over and over again for people to see you and hear you and to build trust. If you go live and don't think that Facebook will work for you, it ends up becoming a self-fulfilling prophecy. It becomes your identity. But this problem of not believing it will work is not your identity. It's only an issue and it can be overcome. It's about leveraging the platform to get your message out there and working consistently at it, trying it out, iterating and refining your approach and content. You don't know what to say or do. There's a misconception about being natural on camera. People seem to think that it's easy to turn on a camera and for words of wisdom to flow eloquently from your mouth. Charisma, wit, and humor are also magical things that people assume just happen. For most of us, being good on camera takes practice. Knowing what to do, setting up your equipment, pressing the right buttons comes from practice. Knowing what to say comes from taking the time to learn and develop the content. Actor Anthony Hopkins reads his lines over and over, hundreds of times. This repetition and practice gives him the confidence and it shows in his performance. It also eases the anxiety of performing and gives him a tremendous sense of ease. If you feel that one of your problems is not knowing what to say or to do on your Facebook live stream, the solution is to put the time and work into practicing. Script it out, practice what you're going to say and do out loud. Do a practice run with your equipment and experience the ease of knowing what you're going to say and do on your Facebook live stream. Fear of rejection. Nobody wants to be rejected. As humans, we're biologically wired with the longing to belong. Facebook live streaming makes us very vulnerable to the idea of rejection because we're putting ourselves out there and people may or may not like what we have to say. We risk losing approval from others and major judgment. So judgy. As business owners and entrepreneurs, we typically assume that if someone rejects us, it's because we are not good enough. But this isn't always accurate. Rejection usually has more to do with the person rejecting you and less to do with you. That person has his or her own history that influences their ability to connect and to accept you. The way to overcome fear of rejection that stops you from going live or that creates anxiety is to change your definition of rejection. If we see it as an inevitable part of life that is not always necessarily our fault, then it no longer controls us. We can take the risk of showing up on Facebook Live, knowing that if we push through, we will be more resilient, smarter, and ready for next time. No one shows up. When you first start out on Facebook Live or any social media, there's a chance that your audience will be small, and at first, very little or no one may show up. This is less of a problem for Facebook Live because you have the power of Facebook ads to get your content in front of more viewers. You can easily run Facebook ads to increase the reach of your video. And whilst the majority of people complain about having to pay to play on Facebook, it's actually a smart and effective strategy when you use it strategically. So if no one shows up for your Facebook Live, that really isn't a problem because you can address it with Facebook ads. And it's not as expensive or complicated as you may think it is. If you found this video useful, give me a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And if you're interested in using Facebook Live to grow your business, tackling common problems is just one part of the equation. You also need to figure out what topics to talk about, what to say, how to go live, and what other equipment you need to use. So I've put together a Facebook Live cheat sheet. It's a super simple guide that walks you through the basics you need to get up and streaming, even if you've never hit record before. To get your hands on it, simply click on the link in the description below, and thanks for watching.